Welcome to the Park Origin Phrom Phong, a stunning suite of luxury apartments located in one of Bangkok's most popular residential neighborhoods. After living here for just under 2 months when I first moved to Thailand from Canada, I've really gotten a feel for what I love and what I don't love about living here. Today I'll review 1, the location and neighborhood, 2, the condo and its amenities, and 3, my room itself and whether or not I think this is a place I'd live in again. Is it actually worth the price? So let's jump in. Location, location, location. This is what ranked very high on my list of things when I was looking for condos in Bangkok. I personally really cared about being close to the main BTS line, in this case Phrom Phong station, because it really gave you access to the entire city of Bangkok very easily. At a station like Phrom Phong, it does get relatively busy and packed during rush hour, which means sometimes you might not get on the first BTS that comes your way. But compared to being stuck in traffic, it is way better and faster. However, the condo itself is actually relatively far from the BTS line. It's about a 15-minute walk, which doesn't seem bad except it's 30 degrees all the time in Bangkok, and so you'll get so sweaty from the walk. The condo does provide these little cars that will drive you to the BTS station, but they only come every 15 minutes or you have to call for it, which I found to be a bit of a hassle. So instead, I often opted to take a Grab bike instead. Yes, I know this is not a proper helmet, but I didn't have one at the time. The bikes were super efficient and was able to get me to work relatively fast because you can see it navigates through the big traffic. However, bikes are dangerous. People drive pretty crazily and I've been in a bike crash before and I can tell you they're not fun. You also inhale a lot of car fumes. But now let's talk about the stuff to do around here. Phrom Phong is home to the M District, which is a complex of world-class luxury shopping malls, including M Sphere, M Quartier, Emporium, and probably some other ones that I've now forgotten. If you know Bangkok, you will know that there are malls everywhere, so I wouldn't actually say this is something super unique to this area, but that being said, these malls are very spectacular. They also do have everything you need, from IKEAs and luxury fashion and normal fashion. You can also find delicious food courts with affordable eats. For example, this spot in M Sphere that has pepper lunch that is so delicious and one of my favorite go-to meals. Or if you want to be a little fancier, you can go to the Helix Sky Dining area in M Quartier. I'd say this is a bit of a hidden gem because there's only like 40 Google reviews and this place is awesome. They have Thai cuisine, international cuisine, everything you could want, and it's a beautiful spot. On the top floors of M Sphere, you can also find this cool entertainment district. I think it's called M Wonder, but basically the concept of this space is like your bar street or your club street in your hometown, except it's indoors with skyline views and the craziest combination of different vibes and spots you could want. There are luxury day clubs like Tic-Tac-Toe or Tribe, which is a rooftop sky beach club. Or if you're a little bit more low-key, they have live music at Vinyl and Wine every weekend. Plus tons of other spots I just haven't explored yet. Outside of the malls, there are also luxury dining spots nearby. This spot is Flore Bangkok by the Valia Hotel. I came here for a Christmas Eve dinner and it was amazing. Fancy food, fancy service, all for about 50 USD, which is expensive for Bangkok, but worth the splurge once in a while. And of course, you need places to burn off all this food that you're eating, and so one of my favorite spots, also within a 5-minute walk from the condo, is this Muay Thai gym. For those of you who come to Thailand and haven't tried Muay Thai, I would definitely recommend it at least once. It is a great workout, and at this rooftop Muay Thai spot, you really get the good views to go with it too. I found this place on ClassPass, however, you can also sign up for a membership at the gym. They also have a normal gym underneath the Muay Thai gym as well. There are people of all levels here, so definitely a good time. If fighting is not your thing, which fair, then the Flow House could be interesting for you. This spot is less than 10 minutes from the condo, and how cool is this? You can surf simulate. It's like $35 for an hour lesson to use the surf simulator, or if you're a member, it's much cheaper. Clearly, I am not a member, but this is such a fun time. And only a 10-minute walk away. If you're willing to trek a little bit further, Benchakiti Park, which is one of the biggest parks in Bangkok, is not too far either. It's slightly deceptive because on the map it looks really close, but because of this big street, you can't actually go across right away, so you kind of have to loop around. I've walked it before. It's about like a 20-25 minute walk to get here, which again, not terrible. For these views and to get away from the noisiness of the city, definitely worth it. Switching gears, one of my favorite hairdressers is also here. This place is about a 15-minute walk from the condo as well, maybe a little bit longer, but it's 500 baht to get a haircut, which is like $15, and it turns out really well, I think. It's called Me and Sis. But anyway, let's now move on to the condo and its amenities. The park origin at Phrom Phong actually has numerous buildings all in one space, and in the middle there's like a courtyard green space for strolling and enjoyment. This area is only accessible via 2 streets that both have security guards in front 24/7. That being said, your grabs can still absolutely pick you up from right in front of your condo door when it is raining like heck outside. The staff who work at the condo are also really kind and always ready to help when it's raining or with bags or otherwise. In the lobby of my condo, there are lots of seats so that you can sit while waiting for your grab, and we have a towel bin and a 7-Eleven vending machine. I get snacks and drinks from there all the time. This building that I'm staying in is a serviced apartment, and we have somebody at the front desk 24/7 in the instances where you lock yourself out because you forgot your key, which has happened to me more than once. There are also a few desks and chairs in the lobby for those work from home days. And now let's go check out the gym. The gym is a relatively comprehensive one. It has all of the machines for lifting that you may need, as well as many running machines and biking machines. So whether you're doing a strength workout or some cardio or even some yoga, you have the space for it. Up next, we will head up to the roof of this building, which I believe is just around 50 stories high, to check out the pool. This is definitely the area that I spend the most time in when I'm at the condo. These big circle round chairs are probably my favorite thing ever. You can just curl up there with a book or do some work or have a snack, and you can just lounge around in the way that you like. The pool itself is about 30 meters across, I think, but there are areas on either end that are much shallower, so the actual swimmable length is probably closer to about 20 meters. The water is not too cold. I think it might be slightly heated despite the warm Bangkok weather, and it really is a beautiful, relaxing place to go for a morning swim, an evening swim, or anything in between. There are 2 lounge areas, one on either side of the pool, so you do have a little bit of privacy even if the area is shared with some other people. And the sunset views are simply beautiful. Just a word of warning, when it's raining, it might be a little less nice to be by the pool, since it's open to the elements. And now maybe the part that you're all waiting for, the actual room itself. I lived in a studio unit on the 9th floor, and it was a small space. At just around 25 square meters, it was just big enough for one person, and I think no more than that. The room consisted of a bed, a bathroom with a shower and sink, a dining room table with 2 chairs, a pretty large wardrobe for storing clothes, as well as a mini kitchen with a fridge, a stove, a washing machine, and a microwave. Because this was a fully furnished apartment, it also came with a kettle, a laundry basket, an ironing board and an iron, a safe to store valuables when people came to clean the rooms twice a week, as well as some things that you would only really find in a hotel, like a bathrobe and slippers. As I mentioned, this is a serviced apartment, which might explain the slightly higher price tag and some of the amenities that maybe you would only find in a hotel-esque place. Oh, and this room does come with a TV, and the bathroom is on the left side of this video here. It's not actually in the same place as the shower. They're like 2 separate, very small rooms. Now, as small as this place was, it definitely was functional. Here's me having breakfast at my little table on my first night in Bangkok, so I hadn't figured out how to use Grab yet. And I had just enough mirror space for a fit check before work every morning. But because it is a small space, it also means it got dirty fast. If anything was out of place, then immediately the room felt like it was in disarray. I found it hard to keep the space clean, and keep in mind this was inclusive of the 2 times a week where somebody would actually come in and help me clean the place. And so after just under 2 months of living here, I decided to move out. I personally didn't think the place was worth the 750 USD a month, and although it was nice to get my room cleaned twice a week, it really wasn't necessary and something that I wanted to pay for forever. Plus, the walking distance from the BTS eventually started to get a bit annoying, and I wanted to stop taking bikes around the city as much. So I moved. You can check out where I moved to in this video here. Personally, I think it's an upgrade and cheaper than where I live now. And just check out the view from this pool. Almost puts the Park Origin to shame. Make sure to like and subscribe. Bye!